right there. You, yeah.
My question is, wow. Well, the Cullens is different than other Cullens comics because you guys seem to be a family and a mother and father. So what choices to portray more brotherly feelings and like having a father and a mother versus like seeing it through a vampire you know?
That's kind of cool. I mean, because I think that was something that fascinated Rob, you know, his connection to his father. He didn't want to become a vampire, so that's one thing you guys kind of got into in the rehearsal period, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird though, we ended up just hanging out with him. The comments kind of stuck together. But I don't know, there was another thing with James. I thought there was a relationship which was worth exploring because it seems like I always interpreted Edward to have more of a problem with killing people than any of the other colonies. And that he hides it more. That's why he's so fixated on it. And I think James is a kind of, in a lot of ways, and the way me and Cam try to play a lot of the end, it's about James is trying to tempt him into behaving like he believes he should behave, and that kind of we try to play as mirrors of each other. And that's why I don't know if you saw the clip. I mean, Cam wants me to kill him at the end, and it's because if I kill him, then he lets me kill him because he wants me to behave like a vampire and not like a human.
I actually have a question for you guys. In the books, Bella and Edward have a very slow build. They don't rush into romance. How did you guys translate that in the film? So many movies do just jump right into it.
Well, that's kind of what the whole book is about, right? So the closer he gets, he might kill her. So there's a caution and a tension that has to be calibrated almost precisely in every scene.
I wanted there not to ever be a kind of a moment of contentment as well. He never gets to a point, even right at the end of the movie, it's not a clear cut because I really didn't think it was. It seems like as soon as they realize they're in love with each other, they can't see any good road leading out from it. And I wanted to make that show.
The striped red and gray sweater.
First off, I'd like to thank you guys for coming.
Yeah!
I have a question about the final song on the soundtrack by Iron and Wine, by This Bird American Now. Why did you pick that song for the prom scene? Because it's not a very prom-like scene.
Well, Kristen picked that song. Kristen loved that song, and there's a prom song, you know, and then there's the part where just Edward and Bella have a very intimate conversation, and that's where you hear that song. It's a beautiful song.
The color shirt. It's only appropriate.
All right.
I was wondering, on your free time, besides making films, what do you enjoy most? What do you like to do?
You know, actually, let me repeat the question. Let me repeat the question because I think it was a little bit quiet. What do you guys enjoy doing in your free time when you're not making films?
I like to surf. I live right on Venice Beach. I got to see some whales like 3 weeks ago. Not whales, dolphins swimming right next to me. That was pretty cool.
I don't do anything.
Climb trees
I did.
and run fast.
See movies.
Yes, I see little movies again. It's basically, I'm really bored.
Does it actually work? Right.
What do you think about Jacob?
I mean, as a character, I mean, I completely get that. It's completely needed in the story. I mean, I go with Jacob. Jacob's way more interesting than
No.
it's just such a hassle. It's like having a really if you have a girlfriend who was like Edward, it'd be like, yeah, you're hot and everything, but like just shut up.
The hoodie right there?
Don't be.
Did you and Kristen have a more or different approach to the more emotional scenes?
I'm not sure. I mean, I ended up spending like tons and tons of time with Kristen, and also like virtually every scene has some kind of like heaviness behind it, and so when you're like constantly going to work like every single scene has a sort of gravitas, and you eventually start to feel like you're in this little bubble away from you. I always felt kind of separated with her and from the rest of the cast. I think it's just inevitable in the way that the story is. So I mean, it wasn't that hard.
Number 10?
Hey. Oh, come on. This one? Huh? Oh my god.
Do you have a driver's license? They start them young and
Can I take a picture too?
Last year,
she wanted a little nibble, I think.
What was your favorite part about filming the movie?
Don't say the end.
The last day. I mean, just it's a very, very different experience for me, for the whole thing, and like now, even afterwards, it's very overwhelming. I mean, it's one of the most interesting things that's ever happened to me. So the whole thing is not really a specific moment I can think of.
Are you guys doing the sequels? If there should be sequels?
Yes.
We don't know. We don't know. If it makes enough money, then we'll.
Did you?
I like your optimism.
Robert, did working on the Harry Potter movie, I mean, Robert played Cedric Diggory. What those kids went through, did it prepare you for the hoopla that was around this?
No.
Not at all?
It's just so different. I think nothing can really prepare you for it. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, like everyone's really so positive now, and I really thought, you know, I mean, I still think when I'm in a crowd, someone's just going to shoot me.
Because some people were kind of mean when he first got cast.
Be mean to Robert.
Meanies.
Look over here!
This side! This side! This side! In the back!
You guys, shh. Let the lady ask the question.
And I just wonder, every movie I've seen of yours, your voice is so different. So is that the consistency or evolve the character and
Actually, Robert, let me just repeat the question so they can all hear it. In every movie you've done, your voice has been very different. Is that a conscious choice?
I think it just no, I mean, I don't think anything is really a conscious choice. I mean, very few things are a conscious choice. I mean, it kind of sometimes when I first read a script, it's always a voice, there's always some kind of voice. And sometimes that's the major thing that attracts you to the script, the voice that comes out, the way the dialogue is written. There's definitely a voice which I had an idea of for Edward, for instance. And I guess The Haunted Man was kind of, it's a period voice as well, so it was kind of, it's really posh, like,